teacher specializing in color therapy and numerology. Welcome to today's live Starseed Numerology readings and insights. Now, did you know that your date of birth carries the secrets of your unique personality blueprints, your strengths and weaknesses, the best times for you to embark on new projects and ventures, your true soul purpose, and even your starry origins? Well, did you? Did you? I didn't think so. Now, today on the live, I'm going to be revealing some truths about you and your soul's journey based around the lens of colours, numbers and the alphabet. And I work with an amazing sequence of beautiful dual-coloured oil bottles and essence sprays, and of course Pythagorean Numerology, which I've found to be the most accurate and reliable form of numerology since I've been teaching it and studying it for the last 10 years. So if you'd like some insights with me today during today's live, then remember, don't be shy. Let me know whereabouts in the world that you're watching from, and I will do the rest. All right, so if you are here, please introduce yourself, leave your date of birth into the chat, and I will have a look at doing your day ruling and personal year cycle influences as we move through today's live. Fantastic. All right, so hello, nice to see anybody who's watching today. Now, I'm also going to be using my amazing Cosmic Family Oracle cards as well during today's live, just to add some extra information for you today. And this is a deck of cards that I designed and launched around about 3 months ago now. Yeah, so these are the Cosmic Family Oracle cards. So if you'd like some insights with me today, we're going to be using the beautiful Cosmic Family Oracle deck, but also we're going to be having a look at your date of birth as well. Okay, so I'm having a look at your day number, your ruling number and your personal year cycle influences as we move through today's live, which will reveal more about your true soul purpose in life, your strengths and weaknesses, the best times for you to embark on new projects and ventures, and even your starry origins as well. So hello Ida, nice to see you. Welcome. I haven't seen you for a while. Have you been watching my videos, Ida? I thought you had been, actually. I saw you made a comment on one of the recent ones. And hopefully you'll watch my brand new video as well that I've just launched today, the Lyran Starseed traits. It's an update from the one that I created about 5 years ago now, but this is a little bit modern and more up to date as well. So make sure you check out that brand new video that I've just posted up today, the Lyran Starseed traits. It's a 4-minute video. All right, make sure you have a good watch through that. So Ida, should we have a little look at your birth? I'm going to pick a card out from the Cosmic Family Oracle cards to begin with for you, Ida. And you've got Murga, and this is the Arcturian healer. And this is all about healing grief and depression. So I don't know whether you've been going through a bit of the dark night of the soul and heart recently, but often when Murga comes up, it's because you're feeling a bit isolated, maybe a bit down in the dumps, you know, maybe going through a little bit of a, you know, sort of a downturn, maybe. You've been overcoming grief, or you know, the loss of somebody that you love in your life. So often when Murga comes in, the Arcturian healers are very good at helping you to work with the violet flame, you know, alongside of Saint Germain and Archangel Zadkiel to help you release any form of grief from the body, and also the electromagnetic system around the body as well. So let's delve in, shall we? So you're Ida from Wisconsin. We've got Matt as well. Nice to see you, Matt. How are you going? Nice to see you. How have you been? Are you okay? And it's your divine other half, is it? That's Madison. Ah, there you go. Well, I'm going to start with Ida, since she was the first person to leave her date of birth today. And Ida, you're born on the 1st of the 1st, 1953. Beautiful. Okay. So you've got 1, 2, 3 ones, a 5, a 9 and a 3. Okay, so Ida, day number 1 and a life path number 9, 10, 18, 19, 20 and a life path number 2. So that's interesting. So you've got the energy of the 2 as your ruling number, which is feminine, divine feminine, intuitive, empathic, very sensitive. But the 1 as your day number, which is your gift, which is all about leadership. So this is what your chart looks like, Ida. Now, if we look at the 1 in colour form, this is your gift is your day number, really. And this is bottle 1. It's called the Sun in the colour mirrors, and it's yellow. It's about your personal power. It's the color of the solar plexus. So you'll be tested as you move through your life, Ida, whether or not you stand in your personal power or you give it away, to other people. So it's true, you've been wrestling with loss, have you? So watch the videos after the live stream. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, definitely check them out. And also make sure you check out my latest podcast episode where I was interviewing Novalee Wilder, because she talks about how when you change your name, you can change your life using Chaldean numerology. And she was just such a wealth of information on this week's podcast. Now, the other thing that you can see for you, so sometimes you like leading, that's your 1. Sometimes you like following, that's your 2. So if we look at your 2 in colour form, this is bottle number 2, and it's called the moon, and it's pale blue over royal blue. So the moon governs your tides, your seasons, and your cycles. So you're a very sensitive, very empathic person, okay? So, for you, you're happiest when you're in a relationship or a collaboration of some sort, but sometimes you might feel second best and not heard. So there could be this conflict going on in you, whether or not sometimes you want to lead, sometimes you want to follow, so it's kind of like you can kind of do both. But I would suggest that if you ever did have your own business, that you would have been better off working in a relationship or as a pair within a business, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Good. So you're so you can see there you also got the arrow of determination, which gives you a lot of persistence in life, Ida, to achieve your goals and dreams. So you're not like a dog. I mean, you are like a dog with a bone. You'll definitely not start projects and stop them. You can be quite stubborn in the pursuit of your goals, in actual fact. So having the 3 wands amplifies your ability to be able to communicate, and actually means that when you feel comfortable with people, you know them, that you like them and you trust them, you can certainly be somebody who knows how to hold their own in a conversation. And you're very bright as well. The 3 is very academic, it's very analytical, sometimes a bit critical as well, and a vivid imagination too. So the year that you're in this year is a 9, 10, 11. So you're in a personal year 2. So it's great for processing the changes that you went through last year. So you may be finding you're a bit more emotional, a bit more sensitive this year. And that would explain why Murga came up for you within the Cosmic Family Oracle cards, because there is a deep sensitivity that comes about in your personal year 2, where you need to process information and digest it. And, it can be quite an emotional year. So you may be finding that that's what's playing out for you at the moment. But, as well, Ida, it's very good for new relationships forming as well, because the 2 is about 2 people coming together. So often we find in your personal year 2 that new companionships or collaborations come in within your immediate environment. But a very interesting chart, even if I may say so myself. And you loved Novalee, did you? Yeah, she's amazing. She's a very, very delicate and very gentle soul. There you go. There you go. You're doing good, are you, Matt? Good. I'm pleased to hear that, my friend. And there you go. It's a big year. So, like, how specifically? Why is it such a big year? Tell me more. What you've been up to. I'd definitely be interested in finding out. I'll have a look at doing Madison next, should I? Yeah, your other half, Matt. Ida, if you loved that, please leave a few comments and let me know. I'd be interested to get your feedback. And remember, if you love what I've done today, I also create Starseed Numerology Reports. They're on special offer today because it's Friday and I'm on YouTube doing my live, so you can claim your full 22-page Starseed Numerology Report, which will reveal your galactic origins, looking at your birth chart, your name chart, the major influences in your astrology. And there is a link in the description of this video that you can click on to be able to get that on the special offer today of 59 Australian dollars, which is about 40 US if you're watching in the United States. Or you can click this link that I'll pop into the description to claim that as well. All right, so there you go. Oh, she's with you, is she, Matt? Yeah. Oh, fantastic. Well, I'll pick a card out for her to begin with. So the card that comes up, there you go. So your lovely other half got Yeshua. It's probably one of the most powerful cards in my whole deck. There's Yeshua and also Melchizedek. that are the most powerful cards in my deck. And Yeshua is on the 12th ray, the pearl ray of divine unity. So often this is about a rebirth. This is about, it's a very high vibration of and dimension of consciousness. And Yeshua obviously is one of the leaders of the Galactic Federation of Light. You know, he's sort of like head honcho, if you know what I mean. So I don't know whether, you know, that she connects up with Yeshua, you know, and the golden ray and the pearl ray of unity consciousness as well. But yeah, he's obviously come in for a reason today. So there you go. Did you like that idea? The 33, exactly. Yeah, it's the energy of the 33. Yeah. Although, you know, saying that, Yeshua is card 888 in my deck. All right, card 888, because that is you know, a very, very powerful number in numerology, as I'm sure you know. So you pulled a Melchizedek oracle today for her, did you? Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? So let's have a look then. Without any more further ado, I'm going to have a look at Madison. So Madison's born on the 8th of November 1996. Now guys, if you're watching today as well and you'd like me to have a look at doing your birth chart as well, then don't be shy. Remember to introduce yourself, leave your date of birth in the chat. I'm looking at your day number, ruling number and personal year cycle influences today as we go through today's live. So you've got 1, 2, 3 ones, you've got an 8, you've got 2 9s and a 6 as well. Brilliant. So day number 8 and a life path number 9, 10, 19, 20, 5, 35 is an 8. So she's a ruling 8 and a day number 8. So that's actually interesting. When you get people with the same day and ruling number, it compounds and amplifies the qualities of that number within the personality blueprint, you see. So she's very much, she likes to be in control. So she probably bosses you around a little bit, does she, Matt? You know, it's interesting because my husband's an 8 as well. You know, they do like being in control. They're very organized, very methodical. Madison, you'll be like that. So you're very, you know, you like methodologies. You like doing things properly and you make a good manager. You make a good money manager, man manager, project manager, because you like being in control. And of course, you know, very independent as well. So I should imagine it's quite difficult for Madison in relationships as well, because she's very much somebody who likes being independent, you know, so it's probably a new dynamic for you, is it, Madison? Yeah. The 8 is Saturn, which is lilac over violet in the colour mirrors. Saturn is old father time. So this means you like building your future on solid foundations. Yeah. So you're prepared to do the hard yards. So you won't build your house on the sand where it'll fall down. You'll build it on the rocks, you know, where it will stay up. So yeah, the double 8 energy, yeah. So often people with double 8s as well, they carry a keen sense of judgment that can either be beneficial or detrimental to the recipient, depending on how they're being expressed. There is the arrow there as well of the Enquirer, which means that Madison's probably a little bit sceptical of new concepts, ideas, or even people, until she gets evidence that they're being genuine. Like once she gets that proof, she'll be a complete and utter convert. But it's almost like she has to be like a Miss Marple, gathering evidence and proof before she fully believes anything or anyone. The other thing that's going on, she's also somebody, it's a bit like Ida, you know, she's can be very, very chatty with people that she knows, she likes and she trusts. So she certainly knows how to hold her own in a conversation. Very wise as well, and carries a big sense of responsibility with those 2 9s. The 6 gives you a great depth of creative abilities as well, and actually very loving. The 6 is Venusian. So, you know, when you're living positively, that can be expressed of a deep love of the family and a nice creative gift as well. And then, of course, your year is a 9, 10, 18, 19 is a 1. So when you get to a personal year 1, it's fresh new spring rebirth. So this is a perfect time to move house, change jobs, or even get out of an old relationship. You know, this is the year where the universe kind of conspires, you know, to help you along your path to make those bigger changes. So yeah, you know, draw a line in the sand and cross over it. There's going to be lots of fresh new spring rebirth stuff going on for you this year. Yeah. So hopefully that's connected with you today, Madison. Leave us a few comments and let me know. Again, I'm more than happy to create your full Starseed Numerology Report, which will reveal your galactic origins. Now, I use ancient Hopi techniques to map your soul's journey through the different galaxies and constellations and portals to the Earth. So it will reveal, your major origin, galactic origin after leaving source consciousness, but also suggest other star systems that you may have incarnated in as well. Goes deeply into your soul contract, your karmic lessons, your true soul purpose, your strengths and weaknesses, the best times for you to embark on new projects and ventures as well. So it is like a roadmap of your life, and it's very predictive of your future as well, because I look at your pinnacles, which are your peak years of maturity, which are very, very accurate, as well. So yeah, if you'd like that, then just click the link I've popped into either the description on the video or that I've popped into the chat. And that'll take you through to the online shop where you can claim that on today's special offer price of only 59 Australian bucks, which is about 40 US. But obviously 59 Australian for you, Madison being in Australia. All right. Louise Jackson, nice to see you. So you're in Coventry, are you, Louise? Brilliant. We'll have a look at doing your birth date next then, should we? Yeah. Lovely. Well, thank you for joining us today as well, Louise. Now, Louise, you're born on the 27th of the 7th, 1983. Brilliant. Okay, so you're a day number 9, Louise. You are a ruling number 9, 10, 18, 19, 21, 28, 29, 37, and a 10. So you're a life path number 10, which is the leader. But you're an entrepreneur, but you're also a healer. So you could have your own healing business, Louise. Yeah, that's how it can play itself out. And I actually love this combination of the 10-9 people because they're very adaptable to begin with. So you could be a nurse, a healer, a counsellor, a social worker, and but also there is a past life that comes up with the 10-9 people as a Roman soldier at the time of Jesus Christ as well. Yeah. So it's a very, very interesting energy dynamic. I'll show you what it looks like in colour form in just a second. Now, Madison said, thank you so much. Absolutely spot on with it all. My first numerology reading. So thank you so much. Good. Well, I'm pleased that that's connected with you, Madison. And that's a nice little combination, isn't it? Matt and Madison. Your names sound really good together. It's like a double M, isn't it? It's like a We'll go and see Matt and Madison. But yes, I've got 2 M's in my family as well, believe it or not. I've got Monty and Mark, my dog and my husband. Okay, so I'm going to show you what this looks like in colour form. So you can see here, Louise, that you've got your day number 9, which is Mars fire, and then you've got your 10, which is your ruling number, which is the Wheel of Fortune, which is gold over olive. So this is where love and power come together for the purpose of leadership. And this is red over orange Mars fire, which needs to be expressed. So I always say to people with an 8 or 9 in their birth chart that they've got to learn to become wisely assertive. So you've got to learn to speak up about how you feel, Louise, instead of bottling stuff up and getting meek and mild and becoming all angry and frustrated. So, learning the art of wise assertiveness is really important for the 9s like you and me, because I'm a ruling 9, you're a day 9. So, you're very entrepreneurial, so you know how to consciously create your own reality. The 10 is the manifester, the alchemist, it's that sort of sun god energy, it's like, how to, turn base metal into gold. So, you've got the arrow of frustration in your birth chart, which is, it's classed as a negative attribute, but it means that there was difficulties for you during childhood. So, Louise, it could have been your mum and dad separated, or, it could have been issues around sibling rivalry or ill health, or just feeling like you didn't fit in with the world around you when you were growing up. Or that can also manifest as issues and challenges in your adult relationships as well, sometimes. You've also got the arrow of activity, the 7, 8 and 9, Louise, which means that, you're always kind of zipping around all over the place, doing lots and lots of different things with lots and lots of different people. And you kind of need to learn to slow down a little bit. So I always recommend to people with that arrow that you've got to surround yourself with people that are a bit more zen than you are, because they will serve as a reminder that it's okay, for you to do the same thing. You also have the arrow of the planner, which is the 1, 2 and 3, which means actually, Louise, you've got an inherent love of order. So you love to know what's coming next. You need to have a bit of a tick list, as you go through your day, so you feel like you're achieving everything that you set out to do. Having the 2 7s means that there is sacrifice in your life in 2 areas, actually. So love, health or money. It could be love and health or love and money, for example. I do feel like you may struggle a little bit as well with verbal communication, specifically with expressing your own feelings. So that's why I was saying about, learning to be wisely assertive is quite key for the 9 people. Beautifully balanced intuition and sensitivity though. So you've got really good gut first impressions of people, and actually very independent too. You like being in control. So you've got that nice 8, which gives you some nice business acumen. So yeah, a very interesting chart. Lots of positive and negative attributes, but a very strong person. You can see it within the color dynamics, and that's why I say, potentially, in a dominant parallel incarnation, a previous incarnation, you were a Roman soldier. So very interesting. Hello, Lana. Nice to see you. You're Alicia, are you? Yeah, from Sydney. We'll have a look at doing you next then, should we? Now, Louise, I haven't quite finished your reading yet because I want to pick a card out for you and I'll look at your year number. And yours is a 9, 10, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 5. So you're in a 7 this year. So it is, when you get to a personal year 7, it can be a year where there's a bit of sacrifice, but it only ever really presents itself as that if you're not living your purpose. So you might be called to teach what you know. If you have stepped up into the role of the leader and the healer, you might be sharing your gifts, but if you're stuck in a corporate job you hate or in a toxic relationship, this is the year that, those things may end, so that's the sacrifice element, but it's only ever really designed to get you back on track to living your soul purpose, if that makes sense. Yeah. So, hopefully that's connected with you. Leave us a few comments and let me know. I'd be interested to get your feedback. All right. Now, guys, if you love what you're seeing today and you'd like me to have a look at doing your birth chart as well, then don't be shy. I won't bite, I promise. So, yeah, leave your date of birth in the chat and let me know. So this one's for you, Louise. All right. And then I'm going to come to you, Alicia. Oh, wow. Okay. So you got Alpharats, the Andromedan empath. Now, this is about protecting yourself from energy vampires. The Andromedans, a lot of them are future sentient AI. And Alpharat says, look, you need to protect your energy because you are somebody, obviously, that's, a humanitarian. And often humanitarians are, they become the servant rather than being of service. So protecting your energy fields and protecting yourself from these succubuses, the people that try and, drain your energy, they drain your life force just by being around you. Sometimes, you know what I mean? And they'll be the people that just bang on about themselves the whole time, Louise. You know what I'm talking about. So you kind of need to put yourself in your purple bubble, and that's why I use the essence sprays with the colour mirrors, because you spray them around you and then you've got etheric armour on, so no one can drain you. It's amazing. But you can use other tools like crystals or beautiful bubbles of light. You can just use your imagination, set an intention to be able to do that, so you don't find yourself being depleted. Did that all make sense? Hopefully it did. Leave us a few comments and let me know. Okay, so I'm going to come next to you, Alicia. And Alicia in Sydney. Brilliant. Okay. Now, Alicia's born on the 21st of the 12th, 1999. Okay. I love people born in 1999, Alicia. I often find there's some good information that I can get on people born in 1999. You might not want to hear it, but, the 9 is very idealistic. So it means for you can get lost in the realm of fantasy, you see, a lot of the time, the 3-9 people. And often people with 3-9s are on the spectrum as well, like they have ADD, ADHD or OCD. Whether they're being diagnosed with it or not is a different matter. But, you'll certainly have your suspicions. So you've got a day number 3, Alicia. So, you love music, lyrics, writing, poetry, the arts and the healing arts are going to really appeal to you as you're having that 3, but you're very analytical as well, and sometimes a bit critical of yourself and sometimes other people when you're living negatively. Your ruling is a 9, 10, 19, 28, 29, 31, 33, 34, and a ruling 7. All right, so you're very sensitive then. The 3-7 people have a deep connection with the Pleiades, often in shamanic gifts as well. But you love to explore the mysteries, illusions, miracles, magic, and faith of life. And you're really big into justice and equality as well. So Louise said, thank you so much, Hayden. It was spot on. I've tried this year to step up into leadership. Ah, there you go. And tried to teach a workshop at a festival. I struggled, so there was some sacrifice. But everything you said was so true. Well, Louise, I always say that colours and numbers don't lie. It's people that tend to lie, not colours and numbers. So when we learn to decode the language of light, we get really accurate information. Yeah, so, all I would say is, like, think of all the people in the world that have achieved the most. They've failed more times than they've had hot dinners. So just see a failure as one step closer to success. That's why I always look at it, because it is, so you kind of learn through those experiences what you can tweak, what you can do differently, but certainly don't let it stop you from stepping up into the role of the leader, because it is your blueprint. But, I was just wetting your whistle today, Louise, during today's live, just giving you some basic insights about, your birth chart. But the reports I create go into your name chart as well, because you've got to look at both of them simultaneously to get it super accurate, because your name may carry a vibration that compounds and amplifies the negative attributes within the birth chart, or it can offer extra numerical influences that helps bring about balance and harmony. But also it looks at the major influences in your astrology as well, like your sun, your moon, your north node and your ascendant, and based around the position of your sun in your astrological natal chart at the time you're born, will reveal where your soul has originated from after leaving source consciousness, which further helps you to define your mission. So it'll, help you understand whether you've come in from Arcturus or Andromeda like me, or Orion or Sirius, or the Pleiades or Alpha Centauri or Antares, or one of a plethora of other constellations and galaxies out there. So it is a bit like a roadmap of your life, very predictive about your future. It looks at your karmic lessons as well, through any karmic numbers in your numerology, and also what's on your soul contract as well as also going in depth about your soul colours as well. So if you'd like the full report, my love, just click the link that I popped into the chat or in the description of the video, and that'll take you through to get that on the special offer price today of only 59 Australian dollars. And then just remember to send me your birth details. So you can send it through, you'll get like an automated email once you've purchased, and then just send me your birth date, time, place of birth and living name, and give me 3 to 5 business days to create it for you. All right, so we can see with Alicia, your 7 is, I love the 7s. The 7s, it's Neptune is the Roman god of the sea. So you are deeply connected to past lives in Atlantis. So, Alicia, you might find that soul memories start resurfacing for you in this incarnation of your timelines in Atlantis. So where you're working with crystals, energy healing, sound therapy, even psychology or psychiatry, So there is this aspect of you that likes to go deep into information. The 7 is about information. And the 7 aligns with the Pleiades constellation a lot of the time. So it's no guarantee that your souls come from the Pleiades, but it is a very strong indicator, especially with the 3-7 combination, because these are complementary colours. The 3, which is coral in the colour mirrors, and the 7, which is turquoise. They're opposite colours on the colour wheel. But the coral turquoise is very shamanic gifts, and it's very sensitive energy. So it means that, you love the mysteries, illusions, miracles, magic and faith of life. You like learning through your own experiences. So you've got some good teaching abilities as well. And you're very wise, the 3 9s. It means that, the 9 carries the weight of the numbers that go before it. So when you've got 3 of them in your birth chart, Alicia, it compounds and amplifies your wisdom, your idealism, and your sense of responsibility as well. So, but there was difficulties as well for you during childhood. So it could have been your parents separated. The arrow of frustration often brings about those feelings that you didn't fit in with the world around you. And I guess for you, you'd have felt like that because, you're so sensitive, and it would have been like, how do I connect with these? Because it would have been, you are so sensitive. But also, you're also somebody who's very chatty as well with people that like and trust. When you've got those 3 1s, it means that you can be very, very, very talkative indeed. So, a bit of a babaclacker, and not saying you've got verbal diarrhea, but close. And then you've got the two 2s as well, which actually is beautiful because it amplifies your sensitivity, your intuition and your empathy as well. So, it's sort of the 2 is feminine, sensitive and intuitive. So when you've got 2 of them, it kind of compounds and amplifies your sensitivity as well. So this is why I'm saying for you, going into any form of energy healing work, a lot of the time it's working with crystal grids, sound therapy, it could be Reiki, all of those things. But you're very academic as well. So you're very bright. That 3 can also bring in sociability, also means you need a lot of space away from other people so that you can reconnect to yourself. And then the year that you're in is a 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 is a 6. So when you get to a personal year 6, it's a fantastic year because it's about redecoration. It's about beautifying either yourself or your surroundings. So Alicia, you might find you want to redecorate a room in your house or the whole house. Or you might want to spend more time with your family this year, or you might want to reinvent the way you present yourself to the outside world as well, because the 6 is Venusian, you see. So it's very much about, how can you beautify your environment and spend more good quality time at home with the family. So there you go. Hopefully that's connected with you, Alicia. I'd be interested to hear your feedback. So drop a few comments into the chat and let me know. If you'd like me to do some insights for you today, as I'm going through today's live as well, then please remember, don't be shy. Introduce yourself. Let me know whereabouts in the world that you're watching from. Drop your date of birth into the chat and I can have a look at doing your birth chart next. All right. I'm going to pick a card out for you, Alicia, as well. Okay. And the card that you've got is Esther, the Sirian healer, Esther. Okay. And this is about healing childhood trauma and abuse. So a lot of the time Esther comes in with a beautiful, hunk of orange calcite, or it could be citrine actually, to help heal trauma from the soul. So often it's because, you might have been, in an environment when you were younger where you felt out of control. There could have been an abusive parent or a relative or whatever like that. So there may be some healing that needs to take place around any trauma that you experienced in your earlier years. So, sometimes the first thing you have to do is remember, and then you have to admit to yourself that you need some help. So it could be that you need to look at some of those things at the moment. So if you do need help with it, feel free to reach out, because I do a lot of inner child healing in the sessions that I do online via Zoom. Okay. Wonderful. So Cindy B, you're next up today. Welcome, Cindy B. Lovely to see you here today. And yeah, there you go. So Cindy, there you go. Where are you watching from, Cindy? Now, Cindy is born on the 23rd of the 12th, 1976. Lovely to meet you, Cindy. Excuse me, I'm talking too fast. It's giving me hiccups. Now then, you've got 2 2s, a 1 and a 3. You've got a 9, and you've got a 7 and a 6. And guys, remember as well, if you love what you're seeing today as well, don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well. I'd really appreciate that. That'd be amazing. There you go. So you got that and that. So day number 5, you got a ruling number 9, 10, 17, 18, 19, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, and a 4. So then you've got a year, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 is an 8. There you go. Excellent. Okay. So Alicia, there you go. Have you gone? Where's Alicia gone? Has she gone? Leave us a few comments, Alicia, and let me know. So you can see there, right? Okay. So first of all, you're a ruling number 4. So you're very practical, A lot of 4s are good with business. They're good with their hands. Often they're like the material aspects of life. There's some organisational skills. But yours derives from number 31, which is the hermit, So sometimes you might retreating away from people to kind of integrate your own heart-related healing. So yeah, the 4 is, quite traditional and conservative in your values as well, So the 4s often go into the trades or the manual arts, or they go into business, because, or management, because they're all very practical people, in a lot of senses, with feet planted firmly on the ground, So, so Cindy, this is your 4, So often the 4s come in to create change on the planet as well. This is Uranus, the planet of the future. It's yellow over deep turquoise. So the big lesson for the 4s is to learn to let go of old people, places, or beliefs that no longer serve you, so that you can allow in the new. Now, you've got the arrow of intellect in your birth chart as well, which means that, somebody's got a very active mind. So you're always thinking, analysing, rationalising, philosophising. Your mind will go 10 to the dozen. So your long-term memory is likely to be more better than your short-term memory. So you'll remember all the names of the people you went to primary school with, but you won't remember what you had for your tea last night. You also have the arrow of the planner, the 1, 2, and 3, which means that you also have an inherent love of order. You like to have a tick list, you like to know what's coming next. So very process driven indeed, And then, you've got, the isolated 7 in there as well. Now, whenever you've got an isolated 7, sorry, I was just noticing there was a bit of shine on the board there. And when you've got the isolated 7, it can mean that there is sacrifice in one of these 3 areas. So either love, health, or money in your life. So it could be like you love and lose, love and lose, love and keep, for example. Or it could be the health or money thing. Having a day number 5, the 5 is mercurial. So it means you need freedom. So you don't like being restricted. So your 4 likes discipline, routine, and working hard. Your 5 wants to jump on a plane and explore the world. So you may have a bit of inner conflict sometimes. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you want to work hard and be disciplined and, you know, follow the tradition. And then other times you just want to go, right, I need to surround myself with people that will allow me to express myself freely. I need to go off and explore different cultures, go traveling. So I always say to people with a day number 5, you need to make sure you surround yourself with people that will allow you to express yourself freely. You've got to be really honest with yourself about what it is you want in your life. And if any part of you wants to hide, you know, it'll make life difficult for you. So this year you're in a personal year 8, Cindy, which means it's an auspicious year, and it's where you're going to be focusing on how you make money and how you spend money. So you need to refine all of that, you know, so that you can accumulate abundance. So often, you know, the way you operate, you know, you work, how you're generating cash. Is there enough flow of income this year? Are you independent? Have you stepped into your personal power? That will all come up for you in your personal year 8. So it'll all come up, you know, for it to be refined and reorganized. So yeah, but you're very sensitive, you know, having those 2 2s as well, you know, it gives you a great depth of intuition and sensitivity, Cindy. So yeah, there you go. Hopefully that's connected with you. Leave us a few comments and let me know. I'd be interested to get your feedback. Your soul colors are quite interesting when you see them together, because there's a lot of green energy within your soul colors. So there you go. You know, you've got this beautiful Mercury, which is emerald green, and then you've got the Uranus, which is yellow over deep turquoise. It's very green, and green people often tend to have past life connections with ancient Greece or Grecian, so you may feel attracted to those parts of the world, you see. There you go. So yes, definitely coming up now. There you go. Hello, Ice World. Nice to see you. It has been a while, hasn't it? How have you been? Are you all right? What have you been up to, my friend? All right, now, there you go. The card that comes up for you from the Cosmic Family Oracle cards is Safe. Okay, this is the Orion Explorer, card number 5. So the 5 is the Explorer archetype, but this is about betrayal, a rebellion, and maybe giving your power away. So often find with the yellow-green combination as well, it goes back to, you know, where you give your power away. And it could be because when you stood up in your power, you were, you know, killed because of it. And it goes right back to the timelines as a Cathar, you know. So it could be that, you know, that you either feeling rebellious at the moment because of you've been betrayed by someone or something, or that you've been giving your power away and you need to harness that power yourself again, Cindy, yeah? So leave us a few comments and let me know if that's connected with you. Cindy, if you'd love me to create your full Starseed Numerology Report, remember to claim that on the special offer today for only 59 Australian dollars, which is about £30 if you're watching in the UK. The report will go into your galactic origins to help you define your mission, looks at your birth chart and your name chart, the major influences in your astrology, like your sun, your moon, your north node and your ascendant. You know, it will really fine-tune exactly where your soul has originated from, what your karmic lessons are, and of course what's on your soul contract as well, as being very predictive about your future. So to claim that on the special offer, then just click the link in the comments section. I'll just pop it in there for you now. Yeah, and then that'll take you through to the online shop, where you can order that nice and securely, and then just remember to send me your birth details. All right, there you go. So Iceworld says, I've been good. You've grounded my feet more this month and feeling mentally stronger. I'm really pleased to hear that. Yeah. Oh, lovely. Thank you. That's so nice. Alicia says, thank you so much. That was so accurate. I am very sensitive and I do have OCD. I absolutely love music and writing. Truly felt seen. Also, I'm currently practicing Reiki. I'm so pleased to hear that. That's wonderful news, isn't it? Oh, fantastic. good for you. Good for you. I always say, you know, Alicia, that colours and numbers don't lie. You know, it's people that tend to lie, not colours and numbers. So when we learn to decode the language of light, we get super, super accurate information. We really do. Now then, Ice World, would you like me to have a look at doing your birth date for you? Have I ever done your numerology for you before? I can't remember. Just remind me what your name is again. I'd be, you know, because I've got a memory like a sieve. You know, because obviously I meet loads of people, you know, doing this sort of work, and especially because I work online as well. So it's quite hard for me to remember absolutely everybody, and especially from a nickname like Ice World. So do let me know. I will pick a card out for you, Ice World. Now, if you'd like me to do some insights for you today, if you've just joined me live and you're like, oh, what's Hayden doing? I'd really love him to have a look at doing my birth chart today in through numerology, then leave your date of birth in the chat. Let me know whereabouts in the world that you're watching from, and I'll do the rest. All right. Now, you got the Arcturian leader that's come up for you. Okay. The Arcturian leader. So this is about protection. And it's about being a guardian of the higher realms. So often when this comes up, it's like you're being called to protect someone or something. So it could be information, it could be a person in your life. Protection is, you know, it's about where you are going to be seen as somebody that needs to look after someone or something. So sometimes it could even be an animal. Sometimes it's about information and, you know, being a guardian of the higher realms, like the Akashic records, for example. So I'd be interested to find out. There you go. So should we have a look at doing your birth date next, should we, yeah? Oh, okay. So what's your real name then, Ice World, just so I can address you properly? So you're born on the 25th of the 11th, 1992. Beautiful. And you're in Alabama, are you, yeah? Gorgeous. Now, the first thing I would say to you as well, having that day number 25 that reduces to the 7, is that you may also have a fear of betrayal. So you might not trust people that readily. But, you know, the 7 is the explorer of the subconscious mind. So you love the mysteries, the illusions, the miracles, magic and faith of life as well, Earl, yeah? So, you know, you love to go deep into things, you know, the deeper the better, you know. So for you, when you explore a new subject, you want to, you know, dissect it and go deep into what lays beyond the veil. So, you know, you love the mysteries of life, the illusions, the miracles, magic and faith of life as well. So I love it really when I see 7s. I've got a day number 7 as well, Earl, so it's Neptunian. So I'm like you, I like going into things really, really deeply. So you're also big into justice and equality as well. So there's your 7, Neptune, that turquoise ray. Now turquoise is upper heart center, you know, so it's about communicating your heartfelt truth, but it has a resonance with the Pleiades and Atlantis. So a lot of the time people with the dominant 7 do have past lives they can tap into from their timelines in Atlantis, you know, so you might have been working with crystal grids, sound therapy, you know, you might feel drawn into psychology or psychiatry. So, you know, you can see that you're very sensitive. You've got the 2 2s, which amplifies your sensitivity, your intuition, your empathy, you know, so sometimes you might even feel other people's feelings and feel like they're your own. I also feel like for you, you know, you are somebody as well that can be very chatty as well, Earl. You know, especially when you know people like them and trust them, you can definitely, you know, hold your own in a conversation. People with 3 1s and a couple of numbers on their soul plane, they usually can. You also have the arrow of determination, the 1, 5 and 9, which means you're very persistent in life, Earl, to achieve your goals. And the 2 9s, which amplifies your wisdom, your idealism, and your sense of responsibility as well. So, you know, you carry a big sense of responsibility, very determined in life. Your ruling number is a 9, 10, 8, 19, 21, 26, 28, 29, 30. Yeah, so you've got the ruling number 3 as well. So you're very sensitive. You've got that 3, 7 energy, which again, as I mentioned before, it's like shamanic gifts. So you probably love music, lyrics, poetry, the arts and the healing arts, you know, particularly shamanism. There'll be a deep connection with the 7 sisters. I should imagine that you are somebody who's very critical as well of yourself mainly, but you might suffer from low self-esteem, lack of self-confidence and lack of self-worth. You have to work through those issues so that you can really stand up in the world and claim your spot. So the 3s, you know, they are very intelligent, but sometimes, as I said, very analytical. So yeah, your soul colours being complementaries like that brings in a very deeply sensitive and empathic vibration, which is gorgeous, really. But you can be very sociable as well when you're living positively, but you can also be a bit critical of yourself and other people when you're living negatively as well. So you know that can come up for you, Earl. And the year that you're in is a 9, 10, 11, 16, 17, 18 is a 9. So you're right at the end of a 9-year cycle this year. And actually, you know, it synchronizes with a universal year because we're in 2025, which is a 9. So when the double 9 is around you, it's lots of completions this year. So a lot of things might be coming to an end for you, or you may be becoming a bit too overly ambitious. So how is it playing itself out for you? I'd be interested to find out, Earl. All right. So if you're watching me live for the first time today and you'd like me to do some insights for you today, don't be shy. Leave your date of birth in the chat. Let me know whereabouts in the world that you're watching from, and I will do the rest. I'm looking at your day number, your ruling number, and your personal year cycle influences today during today's live. So it's Pythagorean Numerology that we're doing today, which is, in my opinion, the most accurate and reliable form of numerology after teaching it and studying it for the last 10 years. So Earl, if you loved that and you're hungry for more information, I'm more than happy to do your full 22-page Starseed Numerology Report. They're on special offer today because it is Friday, and it's Friday afternoon here in Perth in Western Australia. It's 15 minutes before I finish for the week, and it's a long weekend here in Perth as well, which is great news. So I'm going to have a bit of time out this weekend. It's been so busy. I've been creating videos and doing sessions, and oh, you know, it's just been mad. It really has. It's been very, very busy. So yes, so if you want the full report, Earl, just click the link that I've popped in the description. That'll take you through to the online shop where you can claim the full report for only 59 Australian dollars, which is about 40 US. Then just remember to send me your birth date, time, place of birth, and a living name. All right. Now, is there anybody else watching today that would like me to do some insights for them? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Don't forget as well to subscribe to this channel, whether you're watching this video live or you're watching it afterwards. Please subscribe to my channel. I did want to just a big shout out to any new subscribers that have just joined my channel over the last couple of weeks. Just a big thank you for subscribing. It really means the world to me. Please leave comments on the videos as well, guys. You know, when you watch a video, please leave comments because it helps them move up in the YouTube algorithm so that it'll be seen by more people. So if you can help me with that, that would be absolutely amazing. But I do genuinely appreciate it. And Earl goes, oh, wow, that's accurate. I've been more confident now and let go of self-doubt so I can be very ambitious. I can't help that. Yeah, so you may be feeling very ambitious this year specifically. Wonderful. Oh, well, that's great news. Well, look, I'm going to pick a card out for the collective. So this is for anybody who's watching this now or is watching the replay. Okay, so this is for you. All right, so leave a comment in the video when you watch it as well. I'd appreciate that. And it's the Pleiadian philosopher. There you go. Alcyone, the brightest star in the Pleiades, and otherwise known as the great central sun. So, you know, this is about unwavering faith. So this is where you need to hold a vision of the new golden age of Aquarius and keep the vision in your mind about how you want it to look, the new earth, you know, where we're interconnecting with the Galactic Federation and our cosmic families, and you know, we're all living together in harmony and in unity. So hold unwavering faith that that vision will come true. Okay, that's my big message for you now. Have an amazing weekend, guys. It's been an absolute joy and a pleasure being with you all here today. And I'll keep the special offer open on the reports for about the next 15 minutes. So make sure you head over there now and claim your report. And don't forget to send me your birth details, all right? Big love, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now, guys. Have an amazing weekend. There you go.